Most founders chase clients. They post more, they do endless cold outreach, they stress daily about the algorithm, engagement, some weird metric that isn't even tied to actual revenue. And sure, sometimes that noise works, but most of the time, it just burns people out. Because chasing doesn't scale. It's also not calm, and it doesn't really build trust. Over the last 18 months, I did the opposite. I quietly signed just 7 clients off my LinkedIn content. No cold DMs, no ads, no fancy funnel. Those 7 clients paid me multiple 6 figures. And it happened because of what I call trust assets. Today I'm going to break down exactly what trust assets are and why most founders completely misunderstand them. And the 3 trust assets that quietly book 10K clients. So you can start building them into your brand and your systems now. What trust assets actually are. Let's get into it. Okay? What even is a trust asset? Because I promise you, most founders, they get this wrong. They think trust is about volume, more posts, more hooks, more angles. Maybe eventually it adds up and someone buys. But trust doesn't come from volume. It comes from clarity, consistency, and small signals that add up over time. A trust asset is simply any piece of proof that tells your ideal client, I understand your problem. I've solved it before. You're safe trusting me to solve it for you. That's it. Doesn't have to go viral. Doesn't have to be clever. Just has to land. Think about it. When was the last time you made a serious buying decision because someone had a clever hook or a flashy piece of content? You didn't. You probably decided to trust them because there were these small, repeated signals that kept telling you, this person knows exactly what I'm dealing with. They've solved it. And they're not desperate or hyping me up. That's what a trust asset is. It's like a quiet sales rep that works for you every single day, even when you're offline, asleep, or playing with your kids. All right, here's trust asset number 1, your positioning line. The first trust asset, and honestly, the most overlooked one, is your positioning line. It's the line on your LinkedIn profile or your website header or even your Instagram bio. Okay? It's those 5 to 10 words that make the right person instantly stop and think to themselves, that's me. That's my problem. That's what I want. Most founders, they butcher this. They try to be clever or impressive or cram everything in. So you end up with profiles that say stuff like helping businesses unlock scalable growth ecosystems through unique brand-driven synergies. Yuck. What does that even mean? Nothing. It doesn't land. It doesn't feel safe. A good positioning line is calm, specific, and clear. For a long time, mine was literally this. I help founders build quiet brands that get clients. That's it. It's not fancy, but it told the exact person I wanted. A founder who doesn't want to dance on TikTok for attention. That I could help them build a brand, and build a brand that brought in clients quietly, that could book me multiple calls. Because it was a trust asset. It was a quiet signal that told the right person, I know exactly what you're looking for. So if you're watching this right now, ask yourself, is my profile line a trust asset? Or is it confusing noise that makes people just scroll by? Okay, here's trust asset number 2, your calm, consistent content. The second trust asset is your content. Now I want to be very clear, this is where 90% of people completely miss it. They think content needs to be viral, or daily, or controversial. It doesn't. In fact, most of the time when I see people chasing viral posts, it's because they don't actually have any clients. They're hoping that the algorithm will magically deliver one. Okay? But your content It should be like trust deposits in a bank account. Each piece isn't there to blow up. It's there to quietly show people how you think, how you solve problems, that you are safe to trust. Some of my best client conversations, they started with posts that had 15 likes because the person who saw it was exactly who needed it. Your content, it becomes a trust asset when it's calm and clear and consistent. A founder reading it, they should be able to immediately think to themselves, yeah, this person understands me. They'd probably be amazing to work with. So don't worry about reach. Worry about resonance. Here are some examples, okay? Share a quiet breakdown of how you helped a founder get from 10K months to 40K months. Show a before and after brand positioning. Talk about the fears that you see founders have and how you address them. Over time, this content, it stacks. It becomes a body of work that signals, I do this, I've done it before, you are safe here. And that's what actually books 10K clients, quietly. Trust asset number 3, safe social proof. The third trust asset is social proof that feels safe. Most founders, they try to use testimonials or case studies like blunt weapons. They post big, flashy numbers, hoping that it's going to impress people. But here's the problem. It feels like hype. And it often makes potential clients wonder if you'd actually care about them or just care about adding them to your look at me stack. A calm trust asset flips that. It's about sharing human, real, low-key stories that show that you're actually good at what you do. Here's some examples from my own brand building work, okay? I'll casually mention that one founder was invisible online, and then after working with me, he had a profile that booked 5 sales calls in 2 weeks. Or I might share a small win. Helped an operator reposition from fractional CFO to revenue risk strategist. Booked his first 8K client in 10 days. These aren't big, loud fireworks. They're calm, specific, and safe. They show your expertise without screaming, and that builds trust. Because the founder reading it doesn't feel like they're about to be the next hyped up testimonial. They just think, I bet this person could quietly help me too. Okay? So if you take nothing else from this video, remember this. Your positioning line is a trust asset. It either makes the right person instantly think, this is for me, or it confuses them. Your content is a trust asset, not because it goes viral, but because it consistently shows how you think, solve, and calm their fears. Your social proof is a trust asset. When it's real, specific, and safe, it builds quiet confidence in you. This is how I signed 6-figure clients from just 7 inbound conversations. No cold DMs, no paid ads, no algorithm stress. Okay, if you're interested in more frameworks like this, I suggest you subscribe. I post videos every single week on how to build calm, lucrative income streams, but without the circus. And if you want to see exactly how I'm building my quiet income systems behind the scenes, I also write a free newsletter called the Calm Income Playbook. The link's down below. All right, guys, it's time to start.